Arsenal 2, Brentford 1 at the Emirates Stadium. And wow, what a game we just saw. There was everything. There was crazy tackles and challenges. There was brilliant goals. There was absolute howlers. There was late drama. There was everything that you wanted in a Premier League game. I didn't want it today, but it was a massive, massive win because top of the league, it might only be for one day. It probably will be only for one day, but it was huge. What a big win that is. And Kai Havertz stepped up and delivered again against Brentford. And I just want to say something. First of all, about Aaron Ramsdale in the goal. And I think he was, in the first half, he did 2 brilliant throws that should have probably led to goals. And then he does the error. And then everyone's talking about him being the worst goalkeeper, trash goalkeeper, shouldn't play for Arsenal, da-da-da-da-da. And then, save after save after save. What a way, to have your head go down after that mistake about 2 seconds before half time. And then to make some of those saves, I mean, they were unbelievable. The Tony one, the one on the header, there was more as well. I mean, it was just, what a way. Ramsdale, he could have just said, in his mind, he could have gone, oh, I'm leaving the club in the summer, I don't care. I don't care if you lot are going to lose this game. But no, he fought out there. And, when we look back on this game later on in the season, we'll be saying it wasn't the Ramsdale howler. It was the Ramsdale saves that won us the game because he saved us. He really, really saved us at points in that game. Tony was bound to score. Morpay coming off that bench. He thought he was going to score. Luckily, Gabriel and Saliba dealt with him. And I thought Gabriel and Saliba got in the first half, I'm going to be honest. And even bits of, towards the end, obviously, I felt like towards the end of the second half, there was a 5-minute spell where Brentford had a lot more of the ball. And Saliba and Gabriel were kind of getting a bit bullied by Wissa and Tony. It carried on into the second half. And I think after the 75th minute, we upped the intensity. We started playing more of our game. And, Rice had an unbelievable shot that hit the literal corner of the goal, the crossbar on the post. But, look, we didn't do much. I think there wasn't much chances in the game, It was when we talk about Arsenal the striker, I think we had 4 chances in that game. We've buried 2 of them. They had probably the same amount. I think they had at least 4 chances in the game. They've buried 1 of them. Well, the one they buried, we'll come to that. It's an absolute shocker from Ramsdale. Like I said, it was going to be a really, really, it was a really bad moment. I think at half time, all that brilliant performance was just covered up by that horrendous error. But like I said, the way, he in his head was like, I'm not making you lot remember me as this. And the fans today, Ramsdale is a brilliant goalkeeper. He is brilliant. He's not played in God knows how long. He's not played since the Liverpool Cup game, in the FA Cup, the one we lost 2-0. And he was good in that game as well. He made a couple of saves. But today, that error could have been the end of his career. Forget about his Arsenal career, his career. And he came back from it. And he was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful saves. I don't think Raya saves all of those. I'm going to be honest. I think one of those go in if that's Raya in the goal. I'm not disrespecting Raya. I just think Ramsdale's a better shot stopper. Raya's better with his feet. But look, it was brilliant. I think Gabby Jesus made a big impact off that bench. And so did Reece Nelson, to be fair. I think the turning point in the game, it was it was very cagey. Up until the point, I think Reece Nelson got the ball and he drive past 2 players. And then Brentford player got back. He won the ball, tackled him. And then Reece just goes sliding straight into him. And you hear the whole crowd get up. And then from that point on, the atmosphere was on it. And, the fans were not going to let the players drop points today. It seemed like it. And Ben White. Can we just big up Ben White real quick? Benny Blanco. This guy is, in my opinion, right now the best defender in the Premier League. On form. He has been the most underrated defender in the Prem right now. Not the whole season, because he was terrible at the start, if I'm going to be honest. But right now, to get 2 assists as a right back, he was superb. What a ball to Havertz. placed perfectly. And it takes us top of the league. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, so we're praying for a draw. I'd rather Liverpool win, because I think if City win, then they're just going to go and win the league instantly. But look, it was a massive win today. That goal by Havertz is bigger than anything. And I actually forgot about Declan Rice's goal. That feels like 10 years ago. But it was a massive goal as well. And it was brilliant, brilliant ball from Ben White again. And look, I think today, we saw Zinchenko's back now. Partey came on, he saw out the game. He did make one error again. He's looking less rusty though. Hopefully he can be back for that City game. Obviously we have the Champions League game coming up now. Porto, massive, massive game. And look, let's see what happens. Let's see if we can go through, because that's the big game now. Porto, all eyes are on that. After obviously tomorrow we know what's going to happen. But we can't stay put to that. Some people are saying we have to go to the Etihad and win. Well, we have to go there and not lose, is my thing about it. We've got a big win today. You know, and remembering last season, before playing Man City, what happened? What happened? We dropped points against Brentford. I know we got robbed by VAR, but today we've got over the line and we've won the game. And it's a massive win. And we're back to the top of the league.